Josh and I went to high school together. We kind of stayed in contact throughout, like after he went to college. Just, friendly talk, never anything major. And then about 2 years ago, 2 years ago now, Josh had moved to Manayunk, and that's where I live in Manayunk as well. And we linked up through Twitter, actually. We ended up hanging out one night, and then that's where we ended up going. Now here we are with a baby. So in high school, Josh was always really built. When we had met up again 2 years ago, he was obviously a lot bigger than he was in high school, so he made it known to me that he was a bodybuilder. At that point, it was just, whatever he was doing. I never looked at him as a bodybuilder. And even now, I really don't look at him as a bodybuilder. He's Josh. He's, at this point, the father of my son. He's my boyfriend, my best friend. So to be able to view him as a bodybuilder, it's kind of like, it's something that I see him doing, not something that he is.
My name is Trinh. I'm married. I'm Khai's wife. We met about 10 years ago, going to be 11 years this December. Yes, this year, December, it will be 11 years. And throughout the year, Khai has always been very competitive and very obsessive with every sport that he's in. And not until about 4 or 5 years ago that you've gotten into bodybuilding, and that was during the time that we were apart. He just took the fitness and the workout and the whole training to the extent, and every year has been pretty dramatic.
So having my son through this prep has been one of the most motivating things that somebody could, I think, ever experience. When I wake up in the morning and I see him sleeping there, I want to provide for him, and I want to set an example for him. And, I don't want there ever to be a minute where he can't say, I'm not proud of my dad, or my dad, he wanted something and he went out and he got it. So, having my son has been the little extra boost, I think, that I needed during this prep to get me through it.
He built a couple relationship with a couple people. Now everybody want to compete. Everybody's hitting them up. They want to look a certain way and they want to be athletic. So as him being unique, he's very unique. He helped change lives. Not saying that he's a god or anything, but he really helps you and he's really personal. He makes sure that you do what you got to do and not just saying, oh, here, do this, but he'll go out his way and make sure you do it so you can be number one, be the best.
I'm very supportive of this whole sport, and I guess I enjoy with him being fit, and then I support whatever he's passionate about, and if he enjoy it, that's fine, but I think it's important to me that if he can balance out the whole training and just balance out our relationships with families and what he's enjoying, just kind of balance it out, and I'm actually absolutely okay with that.
I think he's worked so hard for this, and to be able to juggle, a full-time career and bodybuilding full-time and a family full-time, to be able to see the motivation and to be able to see, how much time is put into this and what we see in the background. I just want that to be all put up front on stage and for the judges to see.
While growing up, I was always obese and 240 pounds. Now, until a couple years ago, started dieting, and around 2012, I met Khai. I see my body change from this point to that point and to another point, and I really appreciate what he had done for me as far as changing my life and stepping on stage and stuff. I didn't know that I could have done it without him.
So we had compete for the 2 years in the road and prepping and training with each other. And I love competing with him because, not competing, but prepping the whole training. He helped a lot to push me, to encourage me to eat better. And I'm really bad at eating on time, and he's constantly reminding me to be good with my diet. Encourage me and motivate me to do better. And because of him, that's the only reason why I got interested in competing in the first place, by being went to check out his show, was able to expose to the bodybuilding and the whole NBC, and I was very impressed.
We want him to do great. We want him to bring him this pro card. And I think it'll be amazing to have the baby there and to know that he was able to do this with the baby here with us. Josh bodybuilding for the rest of his life. I want Josh to do bodybuilding for as long as it keeps him happy. I want him to be happy, and I want him to be happy doing what he does. With bodybuilding, it's like, I'm worried about his health, and I'm worried about, when does those knee replacement comes from holding all that weight constantly.
Of course, definitely, I would like for him to go back to work and still be able to, be around, since we're having a family, and still be able to balance and train and work out as much as he please. But of course, can't be all day eating and training. That's going to be stopped when the baby comes.
I take every show and every day just a step at a time, and so I'm not sure where this road will take, but I've been taking it one day at a time, and I'll see how I do at this show, and if I get my card, then you better believe I'm doing a pro show at some point, and so when I get to that point, we can reconvene, and I'll let you know.